The truck scene won't cool off anytime soon, and Ford still sets a fast pace. Sales numbers back it up, and job sites prove it daily. Blue Oval keeps pushing forward, setting the tone for what a modern truck should be in 2026. But perfection isn't part of the package. Even loyal Blue Oval fans will admit some of the newest trucks miss the mark. Others, though, absolutely nail it, and show why Ford keeps its grip on the segment. So let's call it straight. These are the 4 worst and 4 best new Ford trucks for 2026. Let's expose the bad ones first. Join us as we explore the world of wheels. Subscribe now and buckle up for the adventure. Number 4. Maverick. Ford Maverick is one of those vehicles that shows real clever thinking on paper. It's affordable, easy to park, fuel economy is pretty sweet, and as small pickups go, there's a certain charm to it. But here's the rub. The Maverick's unibody architecture comes with a trade-off that's hard to overlook if you actually want a truck. It doesn't have the traditional bed structure, the rugged ladder frame, or the towing and payload chops that most buyers expect when they think truck. And that's the core issue. You feel it when you try to tow serious gear. You feel it when you think about long days on the job site. You feel it when hauling heavier loads. Simply put, it's not a truck, no matter how Ford dresses it up. Number 3. Super Duty Hybrid. The idea sounded crazy at first. We thought it was just another rumor, something from the auto press trying to imagine the future. Then Ford made it official. Concepts are coming soon, built on the company's multi-energy platform, promising a mix of gas and electric tech in the heavy-duty rigs. On paper, it might be intriguing, but this is a Super Duty, a 3/4-ton trucks lineup designed to pull massive trailers, haul industrial loads, and survive the roughest job sites. The thought of adding hybrid tech to that equation is hard to swallow. You start thinking about reliability, battery heat, added complexity, and long-term maintenance on vehicles that are expected to run hard day in and day out. For a Super Duty, those concerns aren't small. Even the F-150 hybrid is a compromise in a way. Put that tech under a Julie F-350 or 450, and the math, weight, and stress start to look tricky. No thanks. Number 2. Lincoln Blackwood. Every few years, the idea of a premium pickup pops back up. The logic sounds tempting, especially since trucks have gotten expensive anyway, and buyers want comfort and luxury. Still, there's a reason this concept never really sticks. Trucks, at their core, are tools first and statements second. That's where the Lincoln Blackwood comes in. Expected to debut as a concept in 2026, with the plan of limited production and a hefty price tag. It feels like a parade float for higher margins rather than a truck with a clear purpose. Here's the irony. Every year, non-premium brands roll out trucks priced deep into luxury territory. Fully loaded F-150 already flirts with absurd numbers. Even so, such trucks still wear a work brand logo. Lincoln changing the grille and charging more doesn't magically solve the identity problem. A $100,000 working rig that can't get dirty isn't a flex. It's a headache. You start worrying about scratching paint, bending trim, or taking the wrong road because one move could mean a 4-figure repair. That's not freedom, that's babysitting. The worst Ford truck is Ranger. This one hurts a bit because the Ranger should be so much better than it is. The mid-size segment is booming and rivals are cashing in. Toyota Tacoma dominates mindshare and loyalty. Chevy Colorado keeps getting sharper. And the Ranger, it just kind of exists. The biggest issue is identity. There's nothing the Ranger truly owns. It doesn't lead in capability, doesn't stand out in design, and doesn't undercut rivals on price. Drive one, and it feels fine, but fine doesn't cut it anymore. Ford has to do something here, and we might find a solution now heading to the top 4 Blue Oval trucks list. Number 4. Ranger Super Duty. This isn't a small tweak. The Ranger Super Duty is a completely different animal from the regular Ranger that landed on the bad truck's side. First thing that matters: towing. This rig is rated to pull up to 10,000 pounds. In mid-size truck terms, That's a big deal. It pushes straight into territory normally reserved for larger rigs. This truck has already been proven on Australian roads, and it's now heading to North America. Yes, emissions could complicate things. A diesel midsize with this level of capability won't slide into the US market effortlessly. Standards are tight, certification expensive. Still, for a truck that brings this kind of towing muscle, Ford will find a workaround, especially now when regulatory pressure isn't as unforgiving as it was not long ago. Number 3. Ranchero. Bringing back the Ranchero, even as a concept, signals that Ford is finally willing to experiment again. Expected to appear first as a prototype pointing toward a 2027 model, the comeback of this nameplate matters because it fills a gap no one else is really touching right now. The original Ranchero wasn't a workhorse in the traditional sense. It was about utility blended with car-like driving manners, something that fits modern lifestyles far better than oversized pickups do. Think Maverick, but better. This won't be another crossover pretending to be rugged. Rear-wheel drive roots, sensible powertrains, and a usable bed can make it something genuinely different in a crowded market. That's why it lands on the good list. Not because it will tow the most or dominate spec sheets, but because it brings character and intent. The truck market needs fresh ideas just as much as it needs brute force. Number 2. Super Duty trucks. This is Ford at its most confident, most capable, and most honest. The F-250, 350, and 450 all share the same core mission: get the hardest work done, day after day. Across the lineup, the strengths are obvious: brutally strong frames, serious cooling systems, heavy-duty axles, and powertrains that are designed to live under load. Gas or diesel, single or dual rear wheels, work trims or more comfortable setups. It's one of the widest and most flexible truck portfolios on the market. Whatever the job, there's a Super Duty configuration that fits it. Still, there's a standout. In dually form, the F-350 brings towing capability up to 40,000 pounds. That level of capacity can't be found by using GM's and Ram's heavy-duty rigs. The best Ford truck is F-150. Some trucks are loved for their capability, some for their style, some for sheer presence. Then there's the Ford F-150, which manages to do all of that, year after year, decade after decade. In 2026, it's still the king, not just in Ford's lineup, but across the full truck segment. This half-tonner has always been about balance, toughness, a variety of powertrains, impressive payloads, and towing that keeps pace with almost anything you need to pull. It's agile enough for daily driving, practical enough for work, and refined enough for long road trips. This year, the F-150 continues the tradition. New tech, smarter interiors, updated engines, and clever driver aids make it feel modern without losing the rugged vibe. That versatility is a big reason why drivers keep coming back. What really seals the deal is trust. For over a decade, the F-150 has proven itself in real-world conditions: job sites, highways, towing hauls, off-road trails. Reliability, capability, and a wide range of trims let buyers pick the exact truck they need. From fleet workhorses to luxury-laden versions, it scales to match ambition and budget. In short, the F-150 isn't flashy for the sake of attention. It's the full package. Thank you for watching. We look forward to seeing you next time.